Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We have been in a trade since this morning. We've been talking about it with the Clubhouse crew this morning. We did our classic order block within an order block strategy. It is a very high win rate strategy. We go over that in one of the webinars here. So happy to take that trade. I had 7 lots going into that. Just covered 4 at the bottom of the hour there. Hourly low. And we have a risk-free trade on the final 3 lots. In fact, we'll make it a little bit better than risk-free. We'll get paid for our time on the final 3. If you're with me here, either in Discord or in the YouTube chat, I'd love to see that, by the way, the folks at the Discord that caught that. So a couple of you folks that caught that. And to answer your question, Matic, I'm looking at this as more of a, my target is down there at the low 500. So I'm trying to juice this thing, buddy. If you're here in the Discord, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. Also on YouTube, if you're here with us, go ahead and say howdy. Let's see here. We have Christian, Luna, Liquid Flows, Driss, Charmads, Bend Like 23, of course, Matic, Futures Trading Today, Retberg, Charmads, NQ Wolf. We have Seth, Shady Lady, Dave, Matic, again, Babe, Vibe Trade Channel, good morning. Sir Noodles, John, Shalarix, Potamus, Nate Dog, D-O-double-G, G-Dubs, Cyrus, RTR, Rons. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Angus, Airbear, Ryan, O'Keefe, Astro Nerd. Good to see you. Look at this beautiful, juicy fade. This is why I love this setup, by the way, because it has such a high win rate. If you go back and you backtest this one, it's not just the OBs, but OBs within the OBs. It's just like, such a good setup. I love it. Trade Runner, good morning, Chad, SW, Julius, Raymond, Kenko, Chris, Julius, WD. I like when we get exclusive plays too for our Discord family. Makes me so much happier that way. There we go. We'll put one there on the offer so you can get a little tickle there. Good morning there, Tech Maestro, formerly known as Mo. Good morning, Irv. Good morning, D, Rob, Mark, Racer Joe, Pyro, Michael J. Fox, Teleman, Sunrise Driver, Charles, Believe Yourself, Matt Huji, Lucas, Spam, Justin, D, Dwayne, The Shogun Beats, Racer Joe. By golly, we got to move our stop down a little bit there too. Good morning there, DK, Enzo, Double A, Sam. Good morning, Charles, Noah, Marcello, Legendary, Keegan, Charles, Keith, The Sheet, Anurav, Kyle, Lara, Elman. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Hey, can we do a favor? Let's smash that like button. First thing first. Let's smash the like button. Second thing, I want to give a very special shout out. You folks already saw this in Discord, but a very special shout out to Big Mac here in our Discord family. He has just been called up to a live account on Top Stuff. So please give it up for Big Mac in here. Getting called up to a live account. What a great email to wake up to. Big Mac. I love to see that. Congratulations. That's a lot of hard work. And I mean, I've been chatting with you a lot and really just been telling you, he said, it's funny. He said, you have more belief in me than I have belief in myself. And I said, I've been watching your trading. I've been seeing what you're doing. And it's like, look at it. Thank you. Didn't think I'd make it this far. You got to believe in yourself. The trades that you're showing me, everything that you're showing me, it's like, you got the email from Mick, a week ago. And I'm like, you said something like, oh, is it really going to happen? You really think I got this? I said, dude, look at your trading right now. I mean, you're killing it. I would be shocked if they don't call you up to live. So lo and behold, he gets called up to live. So again, give it up for Big Mac in here. Just killing it. I love to see that. Great way to start our Wednesday. And by the way, it's like Thursday today because tomorrow's like our Friday. It's a very short week this week. We do have a 3-day weekend. And again, it's going to be a wild day tomorrow, but a pretty docile day today. We do have a couple things on the docket today that are going to be moving the markets around. I'm going to actually take off. I want to get paid on this lot right here. I'm just seeing if we can catch a little bit of a bid. I might have to sneak up a little snack right there. There we go. All right, we're running that final lot there, and I like where our stop is just in case it does perk back up. So we have realized about $821 on that trade so far across 3 of our Top Step Combines. Again, not trading XFAs this whole week, not trading my live, of course. It goes in the order of trading combines, then XFAs, then live. If I see a trade that's good enough to trade in my live, I will take it in there. But I just don't think it's going to happen this week. But I do love this setup there. I do love this setup. And again, this is a setup that we talk about all the time, which is not just the OB, but the OB within the OB, which makes this just like one of the highest probabilistic chances to, I mean, you're never going to guarantee wins in trading, but this is just such a high probability setup. So I was happy to run 7 lots, which essentially it's like a 21 lot trade, since I guess I am trading across 3 accounts there. But just to give you folks a preview into today, we don't have very much news. Wow, prescient cover there. Very nice. We don't have a lot of news that's going to be coming out today. We do have basically the big events today are going to be going to the Treasury. If you see the theme this week, this theme is like the Treasury's liquidating as many notes as possible. They're holding auctions every single day this week, I believe, except for tomorrow. I don't think there's an auction tomorrow. No, there is an auction tomorrow, 4 and 8 week bill auction. So yeah, I think they've run an auction every single day this week. But we do have an interesting one this week, today rather, a very interesting one. It's going to come at 11:30. And that's going to be a 2-year FRN auction. FRN is a floating rate note, and it's tied into the interest rate. So if folks are adamant on thinking that rates are going to continue higher for longer, they're going to pour into these 2 years, right? Because these mature in 2 years. It's fairly short term. It's not exactly short. It's not like a 4 and 8 week bill auction, but an FRN is going to tell us, do people anticipate that rates are going to stay higher for longer? Because if this auction has a low participation, then that basically means that people don't think that it's a good vehicle for investment, because floating rate is tied to the interest rates. So if people don't think that the interest rates are going to be high, then it's going to be one of those things where we're going to see that the signature is going to be left behind in the tape. So we get to see the participation. This gives us clues as to why we watch these auctions. And then we also have at 1 p.m. today a 7-year note auction, just regular 7-year note auction. We'll see what the bid to cover is on that, and we'll see have to see how much participation there is in that. But I mean, they've been going ham bone Jones on these notes and these auctions this week, these fixies. So yeah, very very, very wild this week with all of the fixies there. All right, so yeah, we'll let this trade run out, and we'll talk about what the setup was for that. Here it is. This is on the 15-minute chart, and this is where we drew our first order block, which is right here on this big tear to the downside, and we have this big kerfuffle kind of sorting that out there. And then we drop it down into, remember, if we're trading OB within an OB, we drop it down 1 time frame. So if we're in a 1 hour time frame, we drop it to 15. Since we're in the 15, we go ahead and drop it to the 5, and there's our next order block there. 3 candle pattern, bing, 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 and there's our next order block. Tickle, tickle, got the first entry there, and then adding, and then the rest is history, just like that. It's just the most beautiful setup. And the other thing that makes this setup so juicy is seeing these top and tails as we're careening back into that beautiful order block. So I mean, I wish the market set up like that all the time. It would be so easy. Our jobs would be so much easier if we could actually just get that kind of setup every single time. But yeah, how are you folks doing out there? Did anybody take any trades overnight? I am curious if anybody caught anything overnight, because we had a big, nice, juicy pump overnight here. I mean, this was level to level again too. This basically tapped into our level here and right there. Just beautiful. I mean, if you got that pullback right there, that was just a beautiful, beautiful trade. But of course, I was snuggled up in bed, sleeping away. Wasn't taking any trades. I've been, not really looking for all that many setups this week, given that I am only going to take trades in my combines, and I'm not really interested in taking trades in my XFAs. So I'm not really like on the prowl looking for trades and going for it. Yeah, check out the Charmods. Check out the OB within the OB stuff. Those are that series of webinars. It's never going to go out of style. I promise you. It's always good. Can I trust TopStep X after what happened yesterday? Well, Armin, that's a good question. The cool thing about TopStep versus other funding companies, when they have a problem, they don't shy away from it. In fact, they take those problems head on. And anybody who had a problem yesterday on TopStep X got made whole. And I think there's actually quite a few people. I just want to get a temperature on the Discord folks in here. Drop a W in chat if they made it right and then you actually became profitable on the day. I want to see that. Yeah, look at that. Nearly everybody. I mean, is there anybody that didn't? Yeah. I think every single person not only got it made right, but they ended up profitable because they deleted all your negative trades. So it's kind of like, yeah, if you went to one of these other funding companies, because I had an issue with another funding company And I was like, hey, you gave me a fill that didn't exist. And they go, well, the fills are not our problem. And it's like, but I'm connecting to your server, so they kind of are. And they just ignored me. So yeah, I mean, you're not going to find that type of customer service in anything else. I think I saw somebody that was like near their max loss or busted their XFA, and then they ended the day with like $4,000 in profit in their XFA. And it's like, you know, where are you going to find that type of where are you going to find that type of customer service? It's kind of like a gimme. So, I mean, to be honest, if you're asking, is it able to be trusted? I don't know. I would love to trade on a platform that if anything went wrong, you know, I ended up hitting max daily loss on a few combines yesterday when I was trading on Top Step TV. I would love it if I wasn't trading on Top Step X. I would love it if they would have erased all of those bad trades. It would have been great. But yeah, I would say that yes, it's definitely. I mean, they're working out the bugs. They're getting it to prime time. It's still in beta. It's going to be out mid-April to late April, I believe, is the tentative target for it. So I would say that yeah, I would use it. I would use it because you're helping out beta testing it, and they're erasing any negative things that happen out there. So, but what about XFAs? Yeah, as I just said, Armin, we had multiple players, multiple traders in here who were trading on XFAs that went from having it completely busting out to then being $4,000 in the profit. So I don't know what answer you're looking for, Armin. Actually, everybody who was trading on Top Step X had a good experience after yesterday. So I don't know what answer you're looking for. I feel like I've answered this. Not you. I don't know. They singled you out here. Tell you what, I'm not even going to deal with trolls anymore. There we go. So yeah, it's great. It's great having a company that looks after their users. It's great having a company that cares about people, and they absolutely take care of everybody. And if they didn't take care of you, then I don't know what to tell you. You're the chosen one. But yeah, so it was great. But as far as people who took trades, I want to see what was the best average here. What was the best average here? Because if you caught this off this level here, I mean, you caught a monster trade. Who had the lowest average here? Who had the lowest average of making this rip all the way up? I missed your talk about why you're trading combines this week. Was it because of bond auctions this week? No, it's simply because we just got stopped out. So what does that put us up on the day here? Let's go over to Ninja Trader. So let's see, calculate that. Bingo, we're up $2,758, copied across 3 Top Step combine accounts. So to answer your question about why I'm trading combines this week, the liquidity isn't there for me. We're seeing a much thicker tape today, and we'll probably see a thicker tape tomorrow as we're coming into quarter end rebalance. But we could have a lot of desks kind of cheating quarter end rebalance and going into April with their quarter end rebalance trades, even though it's not technically sound. But it's one of those things that where if I'm seeing very thin liquidity, the probabilistic odds of me taking really good trades have not been there. And it's one of those things where if you don't have confidence in yourself, if you're not fully confident in yourself and your own abilities, then that's going to kill your trading. I had a lot of confidence in taking that trade there, and it just works out that I'm happy to take that trade in combines. I'm still not happy to trade it in XFAs, even though I have the confidence, because there's so much trickery that can come on a week like this where we have low participation. Even though the participation looks like it's back in full force, this is the participation I would have wanted to see on Monday in order for me to trade my XFAs, to answer your question. If we saw this level of participation coming in on Monday, then I would have absolutely taken trades in my XFAs. That's how I look at something like this. Okay, when did you get the 27.58.44 rips? Did you already trade before live? Go ahead and rewind the video. We had a trade on. I talked about this already. Went from red to green on my XFA in X, like 300 loss to 128 profit. I just locked it up after the adjustment. Nice work there, Angus. Way to go. It looks like there is volume, but it's still super thin, nasty tails. I agree with you, Charles. It's definitely feeling that way for me. Astronerd says she got long in Globex, open at 469, trailed my stop too tight, got stopped out for 75 with micros. Still green, so I would take it. So 469. Wow. So you traded right off that MC level. And that's the thing too, is that, if you're not, that's one of the ones where you just kind of have to set it there and then set like a PT up there. And even when it's coming back down, if you're micromanaging the trade, you're probably going to get out in that. Obviously, best entry is this second, this bottoming tail right here on the 15 minute there. How do you gauge the amount of participation? You can look at prior day volume. You can look at average day volume. You can look at comparison. I like to look at the market internals. So if we're looking at the NYSE volume and the NASDAQ volume, where it is on its 1 month average comparatively, you can kind of figure out how low the participation is compared to what it should be. I like days of high participation because that means that we're going to have a more liquid market and it's not going to be as gappy. And that means that bigger players can't really push people around. Whereas a week like this, you have low participation. The algorithms are tuned down a lot. And you can see that the liquidity providers are not providing their utmost amount of liquidity. Here is just a random question about Bookmap. How can I make the market price numbers like yours? I'm not sure. I have a lot of different settings on my Bookmap that are different from other people. Can you currently sign up for TopStep X platform when starting a new combine? No, and you cannot switch after you pass. That's definitely a hard, fast rule that they'll never change. So if you pass on NinjaTrader, you can't switch over into a Tradeovate XFA or etc. So so it's going to be open in April, but if you're looking to get on TopStep X, they might hold a fire drill next week. We'll see for that. I'm sure they're going to have other fire drills to kick off the launch of TopStep X. So just be patient. I mean, if you didn't get selected yet, they had a fire drill, I think 2 weeks ago, where if you participated in the fire drill, you were automatically selected just by participating. So keep an eye out for TopStep TV. Keep an eye out for those announcements and just tune in here because I talk about it all the time. I talk about, what can happen where if you're going to TopStep TV, if they're having a fire drill, if you want to get on TopStep X, and etc. Tess says, my 150K combine, 16K profit after the fix. Now I need to make another 15K to meet the consistency rule. Hopefully support will fix this. Yeah, I think they would. I think they absolutely would. Is NinjaTrader free to use when I trade combines and XFAs? That's one of the best parts about using TopStep is that your fee of the combine includes a free NinjaTrader license, which is, valued at basically $100 a month, which is a great thing. Hey, Rip, so if I'm still in my combine, can I change it to TopStep X? You can't change it. Once you purchase it, you're locked into that platform. GC double top, and let's look at that for you, NQ Wolf. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Little London Bridges pattern right here. We are coming down. We tapped the VWAP. Yeah, I would like to see if this came back down to this area right here and gathered some liquidity, then it could potentially blow and go. Ribs, can I ask why you use NinjaTrader instead of Tradeovate for the third time? Yeah, sure. I use NinjaTrader because it's personal preference. You could use whatever you want. It's whatever platform you want to use. There's no rhyme or reason as to why you should use any platform. It's whatever works for you. It's a personal choice. It's whatever you want to use, Josh. You can use NinjaTrader, Quantower, Motive Wave. You can use Tradeovate, TradingView. You can use TopStep X. It really comes down to whatever platform you want to use. There's no rhyme or reason as to why you should pick a platform other than pick whatever's comfortable for you. If you're on a Mac, however, you want to use Tradeovate because Mac doesn't work with NinjaTrader, doesn't work with Quantower, doesn't work with Motive Wave. So yeah, pick whatever floats your boat. There's no, I use NinjaTrader because it gives me better ones. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Can you talk about how you use Bookmap for entries? I watched a video yesterday. It seems like it moves so fast. Yeah, Josh, we'll get to that. Check out the webinars. It's not something I'm going to go over right now. Is the possible 10 account option going to be only on TopStep X? Yes. And to talk about that, I am going to be looking into next week trading on the TopStep X platform for the first time. For the first time that I've been doing this on stream. And I will be looking to copy a multitude of accounts. And that's what I'm going to be going for. I'm going to be trying to copy 10 accounts simultaneously. And we'll have to see whether or not that works out. Copying 10 150K combines, it'll be a little bit pricey if I'm losing those combines, but I'm going to be treating those as if they are XFAs and then in hopes to pass those XFAs. I'm going to have to see what we're going to do about my current XFAs, but I'm sure that I can just say, hey, put those on hold and I won't trade those there. Ribs, got a drop for my pesky W2 job. Good luck trading today, everyone. Good luck to the MC family. Thanks, Dwayne. Hey, Ribs, top 7 stocks you follow. How do you follow those? Same platform charts as you trade. I use TradingView for all of that, Jim. TradingView is what I'm using to track all of those things. Can we connect on Discord? You can guide me. I mean, this is the link to the Discord here. Right here. Yo, Rips, I tried to change my trading style from scalping to holding for longer periods of time. Haven't gotten a payout in like 3 months doing this. Have you ever tried trading with longer holds? It depends on the market cycle that you're in. This type of market, I mean, here, let's just look at the chart. And this is a good question. This type of market is difficult where if you're not ticking like these specific areas where it's like, this is kind of a topping area and, you put on a trade short here and you're looking for downside. Let's just say your target is this. Imagine the bumpy ride that you have to endure going down here and then back up to here. Chances are, if you're micromanaging this trade, you're going to move your stops to right here and you're looking at this as being like your profit target and it comes back here, stops you out. You could have been looking at this and saying, wow, I'm up, $1,000 on that trade that comes back out, stops me at like up $75 and then eventually goes down here. It can be extremely frustrating, right? So it really comes down to what is your style within your style, meaning that if you're trading more of a longer hold style, are you moving your stops the moment that it starts to break below these lines? I mean, it's a very tricky market. Yesterday's market was extremely tricky in the sense that it was up and down and up and down and up and down and then finally breaks lower. So if you're moving your stops as the trade is moving, you're going to get stopped out here, probably here. There's a lot of areas where you can get stopped out that are very dangerous. So it makes it a very difficult trade where yesterday's price action would probably favor scalpers a lot more. So it's one of those things where you have to put in enough screen time. There's nothing that I'm going to sit here and be able to talk about and say, hey, if you do this, then all of a sudden everything's going to be solved. It comes down to putting in enough screen time to where you can build up your implicit memory, which is coming down to how you make discretionary choices in the market. And if you don't have that screen time, it's a lot more difficult. And that's why newer traders are going to fail a lot quicker than longer term traders that have been doing this for a while. Obviously, longer term traders are still going to run into trouble. I have my bad weeks. I have my bad months. I have my bad sessions. It happens all the time. But you kind of roll with the punches when you're at a level that you've been doing this for long enough that you understand that there's variance in this game like anything else, like anything with the law of large numbers, you're going to have variance. Blackjack card counters who have a clear edge over the casino are going to run into weeks, if not months, of dry spells where they can't beat the variance, even though they are mathematically ahead. The same thing goes with trading. You can have clusters of bad trades where you're continually hitting bad trades, but as long as you're taking good setups and you're not modifying what you're doing and you're continually and consistently doing the same thing, over time, you're going to beat that law of large numbers and you're going to end up on the right side of things. But you get there by time in the market, understanding that the market doesn't move in a straight line and backtesting your strategy to see what actually works long-term in the market. And market cycles change. Sometimes we have a very trending market. Sometimes we get in an area. I mean, look, I'll just go over here. Look at this. This is the 4-hour chart here. Look at the range that we're in on the 4-hour chart over here. I mean, this is the range that we're locked in right here. It's a very chunky range and it's just up and down and up and down. So, the shorts seem like they're in control here and we're coming down. It looks like this might be a good target down here. Then all of a sudden we're shooting back up and then the shorts are in control again. And are we firing back up or is this just the last pop before we finally roll? It's a very difficult thing to trade when we're in a choppier tight range if you're looking for longer holds. So to answer your question, it's a tricky thing. You want to be adaptive in your style, but you want to just put in screen time and just not look to rush this. How long have you been trading? What was who was that was asking that question here? Wally Garrett. How long have you been trading, first of all, there? 3 years. Yeah, so 3 years. I still call that new in your journey. That's still, you're still just getting your bearings in your journey, but it's going to get better and better as the time progresses because you're going to be building up your implicit memory. And as long as you're patient, it's going to be, wow, thank you for the 20 there. Just thought about how I've been benefiting from all your good advice, but have only shown support through channel likes. Had to hit you up with a little tip. Thank you. Hey, give it up for Satoshi. Wow, thank you. That's so nice. Don't have to do that. That's so nice. Thank you. But yeah, so, I mean, you just have to be, very content with where you are in your journey. If you're trying to continually rush things there, Wally, then you're going to run into this frustration that's going to start to draw you away from where you should be in your trading journey. It's going to start to push and pull you away from where your target should be. And your target should be that I'm in a learning mindset. I'm not trying to make tons of money from this. I'm just trying to continually soak up the knowledge as a sponge, and I'm trying to build up my knowledge base in trading. That should be your goal overall with what you're doing here. And it can be extremely difficult if you're running into trouble doing that because you're trying to rush things. And if you're looking at this and you're saying, I'm super frustrated and I'm trying this, and then you're jumping to another style, you might run into trouble because you're not adapting to the market in front of you. This is a time to be on a trending market when we're trending up a little bit. And if you're looking at the larger time frame, let's go to like a 1 day here. If you're looking at a daily, then yeah, we are trending up more and more here. But I mean, look at this channel. Is the market moving in a straight line? No, it's not. It's going up and down and sine waving. But overall, we are hitting a nice trend in this channel here, and it is going up. But it's not something that you can rush. It's not something that you should be frustrated about. It's something where you should be looking at this and saying, the things that I'm trying are not working. I'm journaling why they're not working. I'm going through each specific trade one by one, and I'm looking at what was working for me, what was not working. I'm not getting frustrated over it because, again, this is a long-term journey because this is a skill set you're going to have for life. And you're going through each one of your trades. You're dissecting this. You're being hard on yourself, but you're not being mean and rude to yourself and saying, I'm a piece of garbage. I hate this stuff. I can't do this. This is a waste of my time. If you're going into it with that energy, you're never going to see progress in that. And how do I know that? Because I was on tilt for a very long time in the early part of my career. I was super frustrated. I tried to take that anger and push it into aggression into my trading, and it didn't work out. And it took me longer to get to where I was in my journey to get to consistency in my profitability when I was forcing that issue. And if you're forcing that issue, I found personally that it's like fighting quicksand. The more you struggle, the harder it becomes. The more you accept where you are in your journey and understand that this is a long-term journey, the easier it becomes for you to withstand all of this in your journey. Year 2 was a profitable year. I made up losses from year 1. Everything was good until I started trying to hold, even started trying 5 NQ micros. So if that's the case, then that's the market telling you that strategy isn't going to work for you. I would go back to the strategy that was working for you and stay within that strategy. Just stick within that strategy. Base hits add up over time. And I mean, you said it yourself. Year 2 was profitable and you made up all of your losses. Let's go back to that strategy that's working for you then. I mean, if that's what's working for you, who am I to tell you that you should be focused on a strategy that clearly isn't working for you? Mick at Top said, put the thought in my head of longer hold times. Well, hey, there you go. Why let some random internet stranger put thoughts in your head of a strategy that's not working? And hey, you gave it a test, you gave it a try. Maybe you can back test it a little bit more, but be cognizant about what has transpired, which is you tried a strategy, it didn't work, and you're going back to what's working now. And that should give you a lot of confidence in going back to a strategy that's actually working there. Don't worry about what some talking head, even myself, don't worry about what I say. Don't worry about what anybody says. Focus on what's working for you. By the way, we are rolling over still here. This is why, again, this strategy works so well. I was just trailing my stop out, and we got stopped out right there. But this did wick up a little bit higher there. So we are coming down. Is anybody still in this trade short? I know that we had a couple people that were trading this short. I think somebody was short from looking for 503 or something like that. Yeah, look at that. Liquid Flows has it. Matic, nice, still short. Dave has it. Sir Noodles have it. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, market is selling off here. I don't think I'm going to join in this trade because I feel that my entry here is not going to produce a good average, even though we are kind of selling off here. We're running into the VWAP in the S&Ps down here. We're a little bit lofty above it in the NQ. As you can see over here on my trading view chart, we are just above it here at 50. What is that? 505 or 506? I can't even see. Around 505 there. We'll call it 506 since it's above 505 halves. But we are seeing that VWAP there, and then over in the S&Ps, we are seeing that right around there. So we could expect to see somewhat of a bounce, or what we saw right back here, which is just a draw of liquidity below, and then we start that extension back up. I mean, the market is still in an uptrend here, and until we break below that clear trend, that can be a nasty break. But again, you can see kind of what happened here. We were trending. We had a huge pop for a draw of liquidity. We came down, we drew more liquidity right here, and then we ended that extension back up. So this is where the market, to read this, if you're jumping into a short here, becomes increasingly tricky. Why? Well, because if we break below this line here, we break below the VWAP, which is kind of supportive of our trend right here. If we're breaking below that, that's a signal that the trend is broken, but we could run into the same thing that we saw right there, which is just a sweep of liquidity down here. And then you're questioning yourself, if I started my short here, am I taking my profit here, or am I looking for, profit down here in this area, which would be a much more advantageous trade for me. And that's why, when you're entering trades from up here, it's a lot easier to manage your risk and, peel off lots as maybe we dip below the VWAP, and then targeting on your final TP to be down here, if that makes sense. So always be drawing on your charts. Always be Bob Rossing on your charts. It makes things a lot easier. It keeps a lot of that noise out of your brain and allows you to process things a lot better. But yeah, we are kind of seeing some folks that are front running that VWAP bounce and seeing that bouncing off the 50 in the S&Ps over there. I'm still short. Looks like it's going to 18,470 London low and sell side liquidity. Thank you for that, Juan. What was that? KB Drywall says, right now, Binance bug with exchange rate auto exchange to X10 Bryce on BTC ETF pair. Posted a video. Thank you for that. We are a futures trading channel. I don't think that that you're going to find a good home in here, unfortunately. Yep. And the minute the breaking bar closes, you'll see the first set of buyers to come in typically. Thank you for that, Richard, there. American Pride says, in most markets, the trend breaks with the third or fourth test. This week, it has been sticking with the trend much longer. I guess it's due to volume. Yeah, and that's the thing. We end up with thin markets. Even though I was saying earlier on the call here that we have a thicker market, look at this bounce right here. I mean, look at how thin this liquidity is. You literally have algorithms that are sidestepping this liquidity, and they're not willing to provide this liquidity because we're in a thinner liquidity market. So when you have these gaps right here in liquidity, it means that we have gaps in those prints and they're just lower volume. You can see if we zoom in really tight here into Bookmap, we will actually see gaps in those prints. Look at this. We have a print right here at 14 3/4. The next print comes in at 15 halves. Next print comes in at 16 1/4. So, I mean, this is gapping in single prints. And this is what I talk about, that when you're seeing gaps in single prints on lower liquidity, like if this is a 20 lot trade, that's different. But we're talking about single, double, single, triple, single, triple. I mean, these are not big prints. These are just very, very tiny bouts of liquidity, and they're moving the market tremendously. Well, why? Because they're not offering the inventory to trade. These algorithms are seeing this price action. The moment that that order is triggering, those algorithms are analyzing that at the nanosecond. They're looking at velocity, volume, the size of print, where it went, and all of this is being calculated at a nanosecond level, and they're literally pulling away their offer liquidity the moment that that order is hitting the tape. The nanosecond that it's hitting the tape, we can't beat that, but we can observe that, and we can use that market information to let us know whether or not it's a good market to trade. This is not a good market to trade. This is not a market I want to be trading my XFAs in, because it's unpredictable when the liquidity providers are not willing to provide clean liquidity to us as traders, if that makes any kind of sense. So you can, again, see massive sweep of liquidity to the top side, but it's happening on very, very low liquidity. What are your settings for the VWAP? Because mine look drastically different than yours. Let me go ahead and show you over here on TradingView. Just do a little double click there. You can go ahead and pause the video, take a screenshot of that. But that is my inputs, and then my style is over here. If you want to make yours orange like mine, it's that orange one right there. And I use that width on my orange there. And on the precision, it's set to default, labels on price scale, values in the status line. And that's it. Visibility doesn't matter, but inputs are right there. Session, HLC3, and standard deviation is what I'm using there. Rose, for the last time, where do you track your options chain, please? There's a very specific data source that I use that I don't actually share. It's sort of like an API plugin for the SIBO. But I mean, there's tons of data sources out there. But if you're wanting to just glance at the options chain on your own time, I would recommend downloading Thinkorswim and depositing, just put $100 or $1,000, whatever, something small in one of those accounts, and just leave it in there. Don't trade it. And you get full access to Thinkorswim just by having to deposit in that account. And it's no big deal. Going on my first vacation in 5 years. I'm probably hands off for the week so I don't go cruising on tilt. Nice there, American Pride. Yeah, it's just like when you're trading on a Friday afternoon. It's it's one of those things where you really don't want to be doing that there. Rips, you're dropping some serious knowledge this morning. I have to keep rewinding and hoping I don't miss anything in between. Good thing is that this stream will be up for eternity, so you can go back and watch it. If you are watching this stream at a later time, do me a favor and leave a comment down below. It really does help out the YouTube algorithm a lot. If we get to 500 likes, by the way, we'll do a poll. Let's see where we're at here. I've been yapping away. We are at, right now, 331 likes. So if we get to 500 likes, we're going to run a poll to see where the NQ is. Right now, the NQ is almost up half a percentage point. We're up 0.42% right now. But yeah. Can you imagine being a new trader walking into this week's price action? Oh, Lordy. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not clean price action, not great. I mean, look at Ninja Trader over here. Look at how violent these rejections are. I mean, we put in a new low right here and things are seeming great. And you think like, oh, we'll bounce back up to around this area. We do. We have a little bit of a kerfuffle. Maybe you add into that and it goes ripping your face off. And it's just gross. I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of it at all. Definitely a see profit, take profit type of market. I mean, this is like, what a dirty move this is, because me personally, let me see if I could actually draw on this chart here. Sure. Me personally, you're getting this wick up here. You're getting rejection. You're getting this nice little pop. That's a great pop to add into, as well as, this one. What is the ellipse tool here? It is Control F11. There we go. This is, again, a nice rejection to add into, and then look at what's happening to you. You're just getting your face ripped off, and your stop is probably just above that wick there, and now, boom, you're getting stopped out. You think the market makers don't know how you trade? I mean, the market makers are using advanced algorithms that run off of advanced AI now that are keen on blowing people out of the water, and this is why we're seeing such thin liquidities, because they're playing these market maker games where if we had a thicker liquidity environment, they can't really do this, but they're all kind of hunting us little tiny retail players here with our simulated trades. I've only been trading for a little over a month. I'm glad to hear you saying it's going to get better. Maybe 6 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to get, wow, look at this move. I'm sorry for anybody who's short, but this is insane. This is just an insane move. We're back up into that order block there. Definitely a see profit, take profit type of market. Scale in, scale out. I don't know what to say. I'm over this. Yeah, I'm with you there, Nate. I'm with you. Why is the liquidity so low? Because this week is a short week, and a lot of times when we have a short week going into a holiday, liquidity providers are going to be very scant on that liquidity. But I would expect we'll see a lot more liquidity showing up tomorrow, given that it is the end of the quarter. We don't have any trades on Friday, except for the bond market being open. But the liquidity should show up tomorrow. I will be on Top Step TV for recapping with Rips, as well as Power Hour. So Power Hour should show us some liquidity for end of quarter rebalance. We'll have to see. I'm so over this week. Yeah, and again, I said at the top of this week, I mean, hand to God, I said, I'm not trading my XFAs this week. This is why you learn. And again, it's one of those things, when you've been trading for long enough, you learn to just not care about certain weeks or months of price action. I mean, there's been times where the market has been dry for months and not great opportunities. You still trade from time to time, but it's not like you're using your full clip size. When I was trading equities or just options, you go into certain periods of the market where you just don't expect a lot. And often that's where you can have big home runs, because you'll take trades and then they just work and they go crazy. And maybe you're doing some cheeky ads to those, but you develop this spidey sense for recognizing liquidity patterns, or when the market is lower liquidity, or you just use simple averages. You look at 1 month averages of the NYSE and the NAS. You can look at these things and you can kind of get information from the market that will drive you and guide you through your trades. But for the most part, you develop this spidey sense over years of trading, and you could look at a market and say, yeah, that's probably not a good market to be trading. You look for certain setups, and outside of those setups, you don't really take them. I talk about this often, but I have friends that are, high 8-figure, 9-figure traders that they simply just don't trade for long periods of time, and they wait for very specific setups to hit their criteria, and then they really stomp on the gas on those trades. They have tight leashes on these positions where, they might have a stop where they're risking $250,000 on a trade, but then the upside potential could be $5-10 million on that trade. And they're pressing the gas super hard and they're waiting for that setup to come. I mean, we waited for this order block within an order block. It was one of those trades that had timed up perfectly where I was finally done writing the morning memo this morning, and we had that beautiful setup that I love. But again, I wasn't looking at this setup with hungry eyes. If I was, I would have held all 7 lots down to that area and then, probably got my face ripped off here as we are going vertical here, straight. Look at this 15-minute bar. This is absurd. We're going straight back up here on no news whatsoever, mind you. We do have, let's see, I think we have news at 9. I'm pretty sure. No, we have no news at 9. Next news that we have coming out is the revisions of the wholesale sales and inventories here. But this is like, what a candle here. This is ridiculous. I feel bad for anybody that shorted that because it's just like, it's a ridiculous candle. And you think as it's going up, okay, I'll put on a little bit more short. I'll put on a little bit more short. It's got to fail here. And then it just straight up rips everybody off. What made you take those longs in the red candle, if you don't mind me asking? Not me. Here's the bull rotation I was referring to when we broke 525. Nice call there, Richard. Very, very nice. Good. I need the market up at open to pop my options. Hey, there you go, Mr. Wicks. Good luck to you. This is like the Hunger Games of markets on the topic. What months are usually the worst? Summer can get a little bit slow. You have most of the market makers that are out in the Hamptons, and this goes for options, equities, and futures. You can have the summer months get a little bit slow. Spring break can be a little bit slow from time to time. It all depends. The best months generally are going to be the winter months when everybody's, Santa rally, December. January is usually pretty nice. March is historically pretty good, but I mean, we have gone up in March, but it's been tricky. It's been very, very difficult. This hasn't been an easy market to trade, at least for me. I've seen a lot of people out there have a ton of success. Look at Big Mac called up to a live, and he's been trading in March, obviously. So a lot of people are nailing it, but it's not conducive with the style that I like to trade, and that's okay. I'm not sitting here and getting angry at the market. I'm accepting that my personal trading style and what I see in the market is not aligning with the current market cycle. So I'm just tempering my expectations and taking it a little bit easy. I've had losses, of course, in my XFAs this month, but I don't think I may have traded my live maybe the first week of March. I don't remember, but I'd have to go back and check. But again, it's all about you manage your expectations. You don't get desperate with your trading. And this is why I say, again, this is another thing that I talk about. If you're relying on trading to be your sole source of income and you have not proven that you are consistently profitable, and it's not like, if you have 2 months of profitability, now you've proven that you're consistently profitable. I'm talking about a decent track record of profitability. If you haven't proven that and you're only relying on trading as your source of income, you're going to have a bad time because it's an unwinnable fight. You're going to be battling up against your own emotions. You're going to be battling up against one of the worst things that you can encounter as a trader besides tilt. It's desperation. If you bring desperation into the markets, you are going to run into a very bad time. It's going to be very terrible trading. It's going to be, you're looking often for a trade. You're desperately trying to find a setup when the setups aren't there. And, it's often if I'm on Top Step TV and I'm trying to provide tradertainment, I'm doing this in combines, but there's a level of desperation. I'm looking for a trade because I want to have a trade on. I actually want to be actively trading during those times. But who am I to dictate when the market should be giving us opportunities? And more often than not, if you're trying to force trades and you're trading with desperation, you're going to have a very bad time. Essie says, prop firms sell your position and order data to funds. They can absolutely see where stops are. I work for funds that buy the data. I'm not aware of that myself. I know that Top Step does use the prop firm data to trade off of. They use it to drive their algorithmic trades where they're tailing good traders and fading bad traders. And that's what I know of. I'm not sure of what you're saying, Essie, but hey, if you say it, I believe you. Did you have desperation at one point in your career? Yes, I was desperate because I wanted to win so bad. I was very desperate and very angry. It was tilt, desperation, all of the negative things that you can think of. I was doing them because I just wanted it to work. I had very good success in my first week of trading ever. My first week of day trading had great success, made a lot of money. And then over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I ended up blowing an account. And it was like 60 or 80 grand in that account that I just threw caution to the wind and blew it because I kept on sizing up and kept thinking that I could figure this out. I was trading an ETF pair. I just need to be right on one of these ETF pairs. And it's not as easy as you think it is in that first week of trading if you have really, really good luck, which is what happened to me. So yeah, that set me off on a troublesome start to where I just kept trying to force the issue. And the harder I tried to force it, the worse it got. Hey, Rips, what are your thoughts on small ranges like that where multiple candles in a row don't have any volume imbalances manipulated, or are the imbalances manipulated? It just means that we have an agreement on price. We're consolidating before the next move up or down. We have an agreement on price. The price is settled down. There's nobody that thinks that the price is out of balance. The markets like to find that balance, which is that consolidation or that tight range, and then the markets go out of balance, seeking new liquidity, seeking new acceptance of price. And once we get to that new area of price, by golly, we're going to consolidate, or we're going to have a harsh rejection because all of a sudden all the market participants decide that, hey, it's too cheap down here, or hey, it's way too expensive up here. And thus the market cycle continues. That's kind of what we're looking for. Cali Boy says, yes, you were so right about that. My cousin quit his job because he was profitable for about 4 months. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. That's the worst, because it tricks you into thinking that you have a handle on things. Told him to wait about a year or two and told him and his wife said I didn't know what I was saying, and I'm sure that, and he lost his house. Oh my gosh. Geez Louise, that's scary stuff. Wow. Yikes, that's scary stuff. Is there anyone trading futures and options? What do you mean? I traded options. I mean, I trade futures. I don't know what you mean. Rips, did you ever struggle holding trades on the NQ? If so, how do you overcome it? I mean, again, it goes back to the discussion that we're having about discretionary trading and building up your implicit memory. It's not something you're going to learn overnight, but it's kind of like, shifting gears in a car. You got to know by driving a manual gear shift to learn how to do that. If you're just new to driving a manual gear shift, if you're idling, or if you're revving super high and you don't know to shift gears when the RPMs are high, you're going to, overheat the engine. You can lock out the engine. It could be terrible. But you do it for long enough, you start to understand. You hear that noise. You don't even look at the RPM gauge. You recognize a noise or feel the certain vibration in the car. You know that you should shift gears. Same thing goes with trading. Over time, you start to feel that need to shift gears where you're saying, okay, the market is not favoring longer holds. I should be looking for more scalps on this. And it's really not overcoming it. It's more so just reading the certain type of market cycle you're in, knowing when to shift gears to say, I can hold out for longer. Like that trade right here that I took, I covered near here before we reversed. I was seeing the tape starting to slow down. And when we came back down in this area, you can see here that we started to build some volume into that. So that means that we have people who are interested, at least not only covering their shorts, but they're interested in buying the market down there. So that to me is kind of signaling that maybe I should start shedding a few more of my lots there. And thankfully, when I run a multi-tiered position where, I'm adding, I have room to take off here, and then let my one run to an area where I think the market should either reject or have continuation to the top side. And that's what we did. We got pulled out of the stop right there. Thanks, Rips. It makes a lot of sense now. Okay. Let's see here. I have one combine that I've been taking 1 or 2 trades and then locking out. And I have another. I'm trying things on scalping, bigger size orders. Guess which one is not blown? There you go. And that's great. You're forward testing. There's back testing and there's forward testing. What you're doing is forward testing. I recommend both back testing and forward testing. If you have the financial means, thank goodness we have prop firms where you can actually have the reward on the other side is that you're getting an XFA account. And then the risk is, $49, $99, $149. Very, very cheap. And you're not having to risk your own money in the markets to do those same forward testings. It's a great, beautiful thing there. Let's see here. Had a great first week trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. Really made me see the possibilities. Been a slow grind since all the information is 100% novel to me. But that's the beauty of it, right? It's a new thing to learn. It's a new thing to participate in. It's a beautiful thing. This is why I love trading. Probably means futures options. I'm trying to think if I've ever traded, maybe like ES options. Maybe I would have to go back and look at tax documents and see if I had any ES options trades. I definitely haven't traded any NDX. I don't think in my career, no NQ options, but maybe ES options. Maybe ES options. I've traded them in the past. I trade options on futures. I run the wheel. Oh, cool. Yeah, the wheel strategy is great. Yeah. I would trade, if you're trying the wheel strategy, why not run that on SPY or triple Qs instead of, I guess, because you get the half price thing with futures options, right? Yeah, I guess that's probably what you're saying there. Rips, I see that you have a stable of combine accounts to trade, and another stable of XFA accounts. Could you describe your system of how many combines, how many XFAs, and how you rotate between? So it comes down to what I see as if there's an advantage trade in the market. I've sworn off trading my XFAs this week because I'm happy to build up more combines waiting in the wings. The more that you have, the more confidence that I personally have. Because if I was to lose one of my XFAs, I can just rotate in one from the bench. And so if you have the financial means to do so, I recommend that, it's great practice. Trade your combines like you're trading on your XFAs. And I mean, that's kind of what I did on this trade here this morning. Trade your combines like you're trading on your XFAs and just build up that muscle where you're just impervious to the results of the trade. You don't really care. You're just sitting there and you're taking the trades. I mean, if this trade went against me, let's just say that we had this move right here, coming out of this valley right here, and it just went shot up, and then we got the draw of liquidity to the downside there. Well, then I'd be, impervious to the result. I say, well, I'm trading on 3 combines. If I lost on the combines, it is what it is. At least I'm taking the setup. This setup will lose. This is not a guaranteed win. I will lose this setup from time to time, but the odds are in my favor that I'm going to win it more times than I lose it. I think I had my stop somewhere above that hourly high there. But, you run the risk of losing every single trade you put on. And by the way, we're ripping up more here to the top side. You run the risk of losing every single trade you put on. And it helps that, for me at least, when I'm continually using combines to trade, when I'm feeling either out of the pocket or the market conditions aren't good or the trades aren't worthy of an XFA, I'm still now forward testing my strategies, and I'm taking trades that I think matter, and I'm putting those on, and I'm seeing the results of those trades. So it's not really a calculated thing where I'm saying, okay, I'm trying to pass 3 combines this week or 10 combines this week or whatever the case. I'm just kind of rolling with the punches. If the market conditions are good and they're, let's say 8 out of 10, trading that on my XFAs, which, by the way, I'm getting triple the leverage on. If they're really, really good, I'm trading it on my live, let's say 9 or 10 out of 10. I'm trading that on my real live account on Top Step. And if they're anything lower, I'm probably trading it on my combines, and I'm still getting the practice in. Ragnarok says, I'm a scalper and really only keep trade for about 5 minutes tops. I see Top Step always talking about holding trades longer. Will this affect me as a trader trading for Top Step? Not at all. You can have you trade your style. There's no limit on what you can trade on Top Step as long as you're not trying to cheat their system, meaning that you're sending one account long, one account short, or doing something nefarious where you're trying to deceive Top Step. If you're questioning, like, in your mind saying, boy, this is probably I'm doing something wrong here, either reach out here and we'll go over it, or reach out to Top Step support. But I mean, if you're the kind of person who is nervous about what you're doing and you're willing to reach out to support, it's probably not something nefarious that you're doing there. Rips, how long before Top Step delivers the Lambo after passing 10 combines? I don't know. I think it's FedEx overnight. How do you take partial on NinjaTrader? I use Chart Trader. And I change my quantity. Although we are working on a tool that is built in, that will be using NinjaTrader's API built in, or I guess I don't know if you'd even call it their API, but with C# speaking directly into NinjaTrader's kernel, I guess you could say. And we'll be able to manipulate the trades based on that, but we'll be using hotkeys to achieve that. So, by the way, folks, if you're enjoying our discussion this morning, please hit that lucky like button. We are trying to get up to 500 likes here. I do appreciate all of you sticking around with me this morning and sharing your morning with me. It does mean a lot. We do have the market opening in about 30 minutes from now. It does mean a lot to me when you smash that lucky like button. 550K funded accounts for trade copier make 200 in lead account per day using low risk micros equals 20K per month. Yeah, and that's why I'm very excited if we start to have 10 accounts available on Top Step. I would love to have that first $250,000 week. That would be freaking cool. That'd be awesome. Hi, Rips. To echo the previous question, have you ever investigated futures and futures options? Yeah, I've traded. I didn't favor trading futures options. I like trading SPX or SPY. If I'm going to be trading options that are in the indices, sometimes triple Qs, but I did favor SPY and SPX there. Have you studied Jim Dalton in detail? Yes, of course. Do you believe his approach to evaluate who in the market gives the traders an edge, i.e. yesterday week-long's liquidation? Yes, I highly recommend reading Dalton's teachings, which are Mind Over Markets and Markets in Profile. Those are the 2 books that I highly recommend. Dalton's teachings are wonderful, and even if you don't use his strategies directly, indirectly, you're going to soak up a lot of knowledge that will help guide you in your trades. There's good information out there and there's bad information out there. Dalton provides very good information that I think that you can really see value in as a futures trader, whether you're using his direct strategies or not. 50 to 150 is not cheap. I mean, it depends on who you ask. $50 to somebody might not be cheap. $50 to somebody could be a rip in the wind. Bought a combine back from the death this week. Nice work there, Loxy. Rips, do you recommend going aggressive to pass combines, or should we try to mimic our strategies on XFAs? Again, it comes down to, do you already have XFAs? Are combines cheap to you? Is 50 to 150 bucks cheap to you or not? Like Joseph says, 50 to 150 is not cheap. For some people, it's extremely cheap. It's a total rip in the wind. It's nothing. But to some people, it's like, oh my gosh, I need this $50. But you know, like the price of a Starbucks is like $10. Get 5 Starbucks, you get a free combine. I don't know. But yeah, so for some folks, maybe you do want to be aggressive. But for me personally, if this is something where you're looking to trade your XFAs like you trade on your combines, you're going to have a better time because you're not jumping around on strategies. But if you have the wherewithal to blow through a bunch of combines, I mean, if you want to trade them aggressively, who am I to stop you? But I am from the school of thought that I think that you should be trading your combines as if you would trade your XFAs, because the transition from combine to XFA will be very easy there. Ragnarok, yes, the longer you stay in the market, the lower your win rate. Richard. That's one of the worst bookmap images I've seen. Oh, yeah, no, tell me about it, right? Futures options are different than equity options too. They aren't 100x leverage to the underlying. They're only 1x. Wow, look at this ripping up to the top side here. This is insane. I got to move my chart down so we can see it. You have to use an XFA within 30 days, or does it close automatically? Not if you pay for it. No, if you pay the lifetime fee, then you're all good. It stays in the wings indefinitely there. Once you pass 150K, what's the fee to move to XFA? I've only done 50K this far. They're all the same, 149, one lifetime fee. Never pay again. And you keep it for as long as you keep it. My scalps rarely last more than 1 minute unless I'm in a runner. There you go. Nas just hit the last week's VWAP. Thank you for that, TF. This is going to yesterday's point of control. Looks like potentially all the way up to 551 there. But what a squeeze off those lows. That is just all gas, no brakes there. It's interesting. I'm not seeing any equities tooling up except for Microsoft, really, even though Microsoft is number one weight of the S&P and the NASDAQ there. Do you think having 5 or 10 or 20 on Apex is a good thing for taking just small win, but the multiple account can help? Yeah, whatever works with your strategy there, Samuel. Whatever works. Great knowledge, Rips. Enjoy watching and learning. Keep it up, bud. Thank you, Jesse James. Session VWAP 45 points lower. Yeah, I mean, we have this at 508 right now. Rips, can you pass some of my combines? I would if I could, Renee, but it's against the terms of service. I mean, I actually, I'm not even joking. I asked them about that. I said, as a giveaway, could I pass combines for some people that are watching? And they said no. I actually asked that, so it'd be cool. I thought it would be cool. I think they'll send over via Amazon. Yeah, they're going to do it. Amazon Prime, that Lamborghini. Daily level from 547 to 552, where we dumped yesterday. Cheap short incoming. Thank you for that, Sloth Father. We'll be looking out for that one there. Rips, I just qualified for my third payout from the same account. Total payout of 10K since February 20th. Thank you for all the help and on top of nice work there, Sonny. Can we give it up for Sonny? $10,000 in payouts since February 20th. Hey, who says that prop trading is a scam? Come on, that's crazy. There's so many videos out there where it's like prop trading is a scam. They couldn't actually pay out people because it's simulated trading. It's like, nah, you don't know. Yeah, give it up for Sonny there. $10,000 in payouts since February 20th. Way to go there, Sonny. Let's see. Should I unlike and like again? Will that help? Hey, we got to 572. We'll do a poll here in a hot minute. If we get to 1,000 likes today, I will do a giveaway. 1,000 likes, we'll do a giveaway. 1,000 likes, which by the way is easy to do. We got almost 1,600 folks you watching in here. I trade options on futures and use my Ninja Trader charts to execute on Thinkorswim and scalp the triple Qs. Very cool, Kent. That's a cool strategy right there. You can only trade 3 XFAs at a time now. That is correct, but they're talking about changing that on TopStep X to potentially 10 XFAs simultaneously. Am I expecting a pullback at the open? I mean, possibly. I'd have to analyze what we're looking for. We have created a fair value gap in the 15-minute there that could potentially pull back into, so we'll have to see. Let's see. Do you have to purchase all 3 combines at the same time to trade at the same time? Yes, of course. I mean, what are you going to do, an IOU? Here, I'll buy one, give me all 3, and then when I get a payout, I'll pay you for the other 2. Yeah, of course you do. Going to be a hotkeys summer. I love that, Matt. How does team trading work? People get banned for trading with their wives, but I've seen people trade together in the same room before. If me and a buddy want to trade together, how do you set that up? I mean, call them on the phone? I don't know. What do you mean? However you want. Ribs, what current option are holding at the moment? Not sure what you mean. Ribs, any news on the micro conversion on TopStep X? We are well within the 70-day mark of that. I would say probably before June. I would say before the end of June is when that's going to happen. Would I have to hire him in LC? No, of course not. Oh, goodness. I've only been trading the NQ for 3 weeks, and I can't imagine having a stop less than 20 points. It depends. If you're trading one lot and you see like a big risk reward, if you see 100 handles on your reward, maybe you could have a 50-point stop, you know? Hey, I'm trading futures since 3 months and Forex from 6 months. Do you think going aggressive with Combine for 150K or 100K is good, or stick with 250K initially? It comes down to what you can afford, really. I mean, if the 150K is not expensive to you, go for it. I like having more drawdowns specifically. MP on Tops Up TV made it seem like the micro mini conversion would be within the next few weeks. Thank you for that, Astro Nerd. Ribs, can you talk about your thoughts on how you see price reacting off of this order block? I mean, it's been negated since we did the OB within the OB, so it's no longer valid in my opinion. Ribs, can you have 3 XFAs in a live account at Tops Up getting paid on all 4? Yes, 100%. You can get payouts from all 4. Ribs, I've been trading off of different strategies, and the only thing that seems to work for me is the order blocks. Do you think one could get away with just one setup, such as yes, a million times yes there, Lenny. Wow, we are ripping to the top side. Look at Apple woke up alongside Microsoft. That's why we're seeing this rip here. Rips, do you think it'll be a chop fest day today? Maybe, maybe not. Really tough for me to call that right now. I mean, we're seeing a lot of longs just ripping it in here, and we are coming back up to that liquidity back at this 550 level. I believe yesterday's point of control was like 551 quarters. So have you gotten payout? Then sure. Yeah, exactly right. The goal is to pass that combine, and that is 200, 300, not 52, 150. Not sure. Rebs, do you think the trading influencer community is becoming more toxic? Yes, 100% yes. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that as much as I possibly can now. I'm just, I'm snap banning people if I see something that could start to go to that negative. I'm going to try to just completely shut out all negativity as best as I can. The bottom line is hands down the only way to learn trading without having to go bankrupt. Yes, 100%. I agree with you there. Any combine giveaway today? If we get enough likes, if we get the likes up, yes, 100% combine giveaway. When you consider 50 to 150 as your trading risk, it's very cheap. Rips and I learned and got slapped with our own capital. That was expensive. 100%. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I see what you're saying now. Yes. 100%. Rips, do you ever add to losers? I don't look at them as losers. I look at them as pullbacks. I'm not like dollar cost averaging, hoping and praying. There's a trade plan that I have the moment that I even conceive of a trade here. By the way, did anybody catch this long? This is crazy. I mean, you put on one contract at any time during this extension. It's just nonstop rip. This is crazy. We hit yesterday's initial balance low. There we go. What are XFA's express funded accounts, ones that you can take payouts from? Hi from Israel. You're great. Do you think the price today will go in the direction of 18,700 plus? Most of the big ones are strong. The whole AI trend at the beginning has a positive vibe. It's really tough to say. I mean, we are only, 150 points away from it. So it's not that much, but I still think that we don't have the participation to get there. I think that next week, MKC topside run halfway through its extension. Not sure if 185 calls will be cheap at the open. I'm reaching for 183 with a 185 call bought before Monday earnings. Good luck to you, Mr. Wicks. Let's see here. A lot of chat. Where is that? Got to scroll here. What happens to the fourth or more XFA if you already have 3 XFAs? It waits in the wings for you. You just, you pay for it and then it just sits waiting in the wings there. That's it. Look at that. Josh is killing it. Nice work there, Josh. Way to go. Very, very nice there. Love to see that. Trading in the S&Ps over there. Very, very nice, Josh. Tops have told me recently that if my XFA is not traded for 30 days, it would be closed. That is for your active ones, I'm assuming, but not the ones that are waiting in the wings, as far as I know. I guess I'll find out. The trailing stop on Apex is legit a challenge. I like the challenge. It forces you to take profits and better trade entries. Me personally, I'm from the school of thought where I think that it encourages a different style of trading that is not conducive with what should be focused on for long-term futures trading. But it's okay to have differing opinions. We just have different opinions about it. It's perfectly fine. Rivers, you going to be on Tops Up TV YouTube channel today, big lad? No, not today, but tomorrow I will be. How about gift XFAs? I can't do that either. I asked about that as well. Rebs, is it true 95% of all traders don't make consistent money? I think it's 90%. I believe it's 90%. They haven't really done an in-depth study in the U.S., so I would be interested to see that, actually. It's on the boat that hit the... Oh, my goodness. You pass a combine, then give it away? I can't. I tried. I wanted to, but no, I can't. Can I choose a Cybertruck instead of a Lambo? I don't know. You'd have to see the terms of service for that. 10K in a Lambo, 6. Do you receive a hat at 5,000? Yes, you do get a hat and a pin. How often do you do webinars? I try to do them as much as possible. I am cutting down on my appearances on Top Step TV because it's been extremely overwhelming. So that will give me more time to do webinars. It's been extremely taxing being on Top Step TV as much as I have. I think I've had the most appearances, and I did the Top Step TV takeover and all that. I mean, it's like 20 appearances in a month. It's just, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm cutting down on that tremendously. So I'll be able to do much more time in Clubhouse as well. How do taxes work with payouts? Same thing as it's 1099 because it's not futures. They're paying you as sort of like an independent contractor type of thing. Do all Top Step accounts have same activation fee? Yes, all XFA accounts do. Hey, Rips, I submitted my payout on the 22nd. I haven't received it yet. Did you draw below 50% of your balance? If that's the case, maybe that's what happened, but I would follow up with Top Step support. Buy one, get two for free. There you go. So on Top Step X, we can trade up to 10 accounts at the same time. Not yet, but it's something that might be coming. It may be coming. We're not sure yet. Can you explain the micro conversion? That doesn't make sense. So if on the 50K account, you could trade 5 minis, you'd be able to trade 50 micros. Do all Top Step accounts have it? Yes. I just don't have people in your household trying to game the system by taking one trade one way and the other way. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not rocket science. If you're trying to scam Top Step, they're going to get you and they'll never pay you. Rips, you're like Top Step support, but faster. I try to be helpful. Use an LLC for your trading. I personally have a LLC for my real live trading. I do not use an LLC for my Top Step trading. I have it's a company that I have that does mark-to-market accounting. Anyway, Rips, when did you become Top Step customer service? Apparently every single day in here. Do all, yes, that's 7 times. How can we invest into this hotkey product, or do you need competition? I mean, it's going to come out soon. It's coming out soon. They said mid-April now on Top Step X micros. Thank you for that, Hunter. Mid-April only for Top Step X. Very nice. Yeah, I really want to be trading on Top Step X, especially if I can trade 10 XFAs at once. Oh, good golly. Yeah, I would be all for that if I could trade 10 XFAs at once. This pre-market action is nuts. Yeah, I missed the whole elevator up here. I'm going to be waiting for the open here. Remember, the first piece of news doesn't come out until 10 a.m., which, by the way, I'm going to take a quick little restroom break here. Make sure we pump up those likes so we can do a free giveaway. I want to do a free giveaway. Come on, folks. Make it easy for me. Let's do a free giveaway. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, we're back. Let's see. Have I ever been to New York? Yes, I have. Quinn says on Discord, you can add each other as friends and you can live call and screen share on Discord and trade together. There you go. Hello, I paid my activation fee on Monday and haven't received any funded account yet. Already opened a chat, but no one is answering. Just leave a ticket and they'll answer. So how can people have been banned from prop firms for being accused of trading for their wife's account when the wife has completely different trades? I mean, obviously they're running some data on those trades and they're seeing some nefarious activity. So that's what I would say. Rich, just a head up on your discount code link. It doesn't apply any discount at checkout, just full price. If it's your very first combine, you get an additional discount. The 60% discount is reflected in the price of $49.99 or $149 because the original price was $375 for a 150K. But if it's your very first Top Step combine, you get an additional 20% off. And by the way, if you do click that link, it does help me out, even if you don't do a checkout. So I appreciate that support there. Let's see. If you have 25K plus, just scalp the ETFs, then go to micros, then minis. There you go. How's the audio? Is the audio coming through okay for everybody? Are we all good on the audio here? What is the best Celsius flavor? I like grape, orange, like all those. Audio's coming in good. Cool. Crystal clear. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Catching up on all of your questions here. Good price action pre-market crap after the New York Open. It's been like that for a while now. Yeah, it's been a lot of good Globex action. Got a lot of good London trades, and we're seeing a lot of good overnight trades, but a few good sessions here lately for the New York Open there. Someone said if you trade with your spouse, you can get banned. Is this true? I mean, if your spouse is going long and you're going short, yes, you're going to get banned 100%. Again, if you're trying to come up with creative ways to scam a prop company, you're going to get banned eventually. Maybe not at first, but you're going to get banned eventually, and then they'll probably file a lawsuit against you and go after all your funds. So ask yourself the question, are you doing something nefarious? If the answer is yes, then, it's like if you go into a bank with a gun and you're like, I don't know, I might rob this bank. And then you flash that gun and, you go, I don't know, I wasn't really going to rob. You're going to get arrested. You're going to go to jail. I mean, these are easy questions here, folks. If you have to ask them, the answer is probably you're trying to do something naughty. I only joined it to break back, even then exited, unfortunately. It's going to happen, if you join the move late, it can happen. It can absolutely happen. So we are still pushing up here, right around to that point of control. Don't be naughty. Exactly. Don't be naughty. Called the bull rotation, but did not trade. It's okay. Missed trade is not that big of a deal. Plenty more trades in our trading career. What's good screen recording software? obsproject.com. Let me type that in chat. obsproject.com. There you go. Rips, do you think AI will take over trading? It already is happening, James. It's already happening. We already have these algorithms running on very advanced AI. It's already happening. You're trading against the best and the brightest, and most of it is machine driven. What trade copy do I use on NinjaTrader? Right here. Replicanto, and you can get 20% off. It's one lifetime fee. But if you want to use the one that I use Replicanto. TopStepX is a free copier, so if you're trading on TopStepX, there is no need for a trade copier. Point of control that I'm talking about, right here. Purple line, right there. What a great way to start 2 great trades. Nice work there, Todd. How can we use AI to trade? Well, you have to invest a lot of money in building it out for yourself. Any of the companies that have it well established are not going to be selling that technology unless it doesn't work. That's how you know if somebody's trying to sell you if they're trying to sell you a trading bot, it definitely doesn't work. Unless it's like a trading bot that you could kind of code yourself there. What a great way to start. Yeah, indeed. Isn't there a time limit on converting a past combine to XFA? Yeah, if you don't pay for it, yes. But I pay for all of mine the moment they pass, and then they just wait in the wings. If you have combines waiting on the back burner, will they close out if you don't trade on them for a period of time? Not that I'm aware of, no. Rips, what's the split with Top Step with an XFA payout? 90% for you, 10% for them. Yeah, 1 day trading required for 30 days for active XFA accounts. Yeah, if you have 3 XFA accounts and then you have 10 waiting in the wings, you have to trade on your 3 XFA accounts, because if you don't, they'll close. But the ones waiting in the wings, as far as I understand, will remain opened. There you go. Rips were inside yesterday's value on the POK, point of kings. What do you think, man? Well, we're trading right at the point of control. So I would say that we're going to have to see what happens here off the open, but this is where all of the liquidity was as of yesterday. Even the first 10K withdrawals in 90-10, I think maybe the first 10K is 100%, but I'd have to look. I think it's in their rules, but yeah, 90-10 is the split. How many XFA can you have in the wings? Unlimited. Absolutely unlimited. How long can they be waiting? Indefinitely, as long as you pay for them. You have to pay for them. I made the mistake of passing a bunch and not paying for them, and they all expired. You have to pay for them. You must pay for them. 90% is way too high, more like 1% at most of everyone who tries. Maybe. I'm saying 90% fail, not 90% are profitable. How do you determine zones of inefficiency? Talk about that in a webinar, or just, look on YouTube. I'm sure there's some information out there. You put in a lot more on there than most. It's a whole experience when you host Top Step. Thank you, Dylan. I think so too. I think so. I've been burned out. I'm just being honest. I've been completely burned out from it. It's been, it went from being a lot of fun to being completely burned out. And plus, it's just like, if you talk to, I don't want to get into it, but if you talk too much, you're talking too much. If you talk, you're talking too much. If you don't talk, you're not talking enough. If you trade, you're trading too much. If you don't trade, you're not trading at all. There's no doing right on that channel, no matter what you do. And it's just like, I could do without that. So I'm definitely lowering the amount of time that I'm going to be on Top Step TV. The trolls won on that one. Good going. You see that Danny Trey's calling you, blah, blah, blah. No, not going to even touch that. You're the reason why Top Step TV blew up? Maybe. Who knows? I did say a while back that Top Step will want you on there all the time. Yeah, and all the time did mean all the time. Ribs, can you copy trade your live account at XFAs at the same time, or is it a different logon? You cannot, as far as I know, unless you did like on Replicanto. I think there's a way to like do a remote trading type of thing that I haven't looked into. But yeah, it's a different login, and sometimes it's terrible where it's like, in the past I was trading like XFAs, and then the setup is like really juicy. I have to close out my XFA trade that's in a win and then switch over to my Top Step Live. And it takes literally 20 to 30 seconds to close out your login from that Rhythmic account to connect to the real Rhythmic account. And it's just, it's a nightmare sometimes. It's just terrible. Chart Trader used in Ninja Trader. I use Chart Trader, yes. As a trader, if you think about 90% of people losing, you have to figure out how to take money from the 90%, not become part of the 90%. Yeah, do the opposite of what 90% of the people are doing. Currently using an AMD Ryzen 5, looking to upgrade. Get an Intel, technical trader. Go Intel, 14900K. Are trading fees on Top Step X less than Rhythmic and Ninja? Yes, 100%. Half the price. Ribs, will Top Step X start trading NKD soon? Yes. Would love to hear more about NK, like how you ended up there. Understand if too personal for a trading show. I was kidding about North Korea. I'm not actually in North Korea. Oh, goodness. I'm not, I guess I need to have like a sarcasm sound. Like, I don't know. That's the sarcasm sound whenever I'm sarcastic. I'm not actually in North Korea. I'm out of loop. What's all the talk about? A Lambo. Just, again, this sarcasm. Is the conversion already active? It is not. So you're saying to use a VPS in Ireland instead. Got it. Yes, there you go. Do you work for Top Step? I do not. I work with them. Correct. Thank you, Rips, and everything you've brought to the trading community. I truly believe you bring a crazy amount of value to the community. Appreciate you and what you do. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate you too. You're not going to like Top Step X. To be honest, it's pretty rough still. I disagree. I've seen a lot of people doing well with it. I think it'll be great. We'll find out next week. Rips, will you join the Robbins Cup? No, I will not. Pump the likes and pump. We got to do a poll here. What are we at? We're at 733 likes. If we get to 1,000 likes, we do a giveaway. Easy peasy. All right, let's start a poll here. Let's see. Will the NQ end the day higher or lower from 18,550? There we go. Higher, lower. There we go. The sarcasm sound is from Metal Gear. Yes, we got a gamer in here. I've passed several combines with Top Step X, but the lag is annoying. I don't think it will fit Rib's style yet. We'll see. We'll see next week. when we barrel in with 10 combine accounts for the low price of $1,500. How many XFAs can you have in the wings and how long can they be waiting? Unlimited to both. Yes, to your question, all the accounts are under your account dashboard, so they're able to be linked together and trade copied. Maybe in TopStep X, but not in NinjaTrader. Oh, I hear my doorbell, probably my Lambo that got delivered. Congrats, Pyro. There you go. I'm very good at price action, but not very good at trading it. My mental game does not match my technical game. I mean, trade on a practice account, Richard. You got to get the synapses connecting and just snap reacting on things. It's get rid of the fear of losing. You're going to lose. It's not that big of a deal. Did TopStep announce that they're doing a 75% fire drill for 75K subs? Yes, they did. Do you love your leader? His father was the best golfer in history. Nothing but holes in ones, right? Ribs is a good sport, but the repeat questions in here are so bad, can't be fun for him. It's a Q&A session, not a trading session. It depends. I mean, if we're trading, it's not that big of a deal. I just don't answer the questions. If we aren't trading, then I answer the questions. Do combines reset at rebill? Yes, as long as they're blown. What trade copy do I use? Replicanto, I linked that. Rips, who are you backing? No, not answering that. Rips, what is the percentage payout for an XFA? 90-10. 90% for you, 10% for them. This long is still cooking here. Seeing Tesla perking up. I'm very excited to trade this open in about 8 minutes here. 8 minutes till the open. Good morning, everyone. Let's have an amazing trading day together. Good to see you, Brenda. Watermelon is the best. Yeah, I like watermelon too. Fire drill tomorrow. Okay. What's your social security number? It is 1. What's MP having for breakfast today? Good question. I think he's having a rack of ribs. What do you do to hang out when you're not trading? I mean, all sorts of fun stuff. What's so criminal about hedging? I mean, if you're long in one account and short in another account, you're trying to cheat. So you should not be. Trade that in your own money. Do that with your own accounts. Don't do it on a prop firm. Can I trade for a brother who's in America and I'm in Africa? I mean, I don't think so. If I were to measure my proximity to the pocket today, I'd have to measure it in light years. Thank you for that, Matt. That's good. Top Step is great now. A few years ago, it needed to pass 2 steps. Yeah, exactly right. Joke's on them. The scammy traders have no fun. Trading within yesterday's balance now. Yeah, we were back at that point of control. Juicy previous day pre-market buy-side liquidity resting at 562 and previous morning buy-side liquidity, after-market buy-side liquidity sitting around 609. We are in between the juice. Pretty simple. If it feels sketch, probably is, and you shouldn't be doing it. I agree. That's my whole point on everything. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Replicanto is the best. I agree. Are trading fees less on TopStep X? Yes. Rips, when you say chart trader, you're talking about trading in NinjaTrader. Yes, it's the chart trader for NinjaTrader. It's this right here. Right here, chart trader. That's how you open it up there. Wow, we are still pushing up. Crazy town that we're still going. Look at this. Just ripping to the top side here. It's wild. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So take that off the page now. Get rid of that. We are seeing everything sort of catching a perk back up to the top side. We've negated this entire move here, this big drawdown. We had a big amount of liquidity into that draw. So we have the potential of a lot of those longs getting paid today. Will they start selling anytime soon? TBD. I do want to see if we get up and above into that 72 level. Nice trade would have been at 34. Had a nice little pullback back to that 34. Longing, looking for 72 there, but I didn't get it. Top Step X copier is a little laggy. All of my accounts have different totals. Can't complain though since it's free. Reason why AI think Replicanto is the best because they are the leader and they upgraded. Yeah, they just updated too. Discord link right here. You keep 100% of the first 10K in payouts. That's huge. Yeah, there you go. And it's important that your copiers updated mini props don't do that. That's why I like using Replicanto. Look at that. We had a gap in that print. Look at that. That's crazy. Oops. Over here. Over here. Look at that. That's nuts. Crazy, crazy. Rips, I tried using your coupon link, but there's nothing extra off the $149. Again, it's for if it's your first Top Step Combine. Thanks for the inspiration, Rips. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Build your own auto strategy NT8. Watch Trade Saver. Not sure what that means. Which Top Step would offer the first 25K with no fee like Apex? I mean, 10% is not that big of a deal. Giving them $1,000 for every 10K, not that big of a deal. Top Step guests quite often don't trade. I don't think none of them really trade. And I was trying to do that differently. Top Step TV is no fun without you, Rips. I'm still going to be there. I'm just lowering the time tremendously because it's been burning me the heck out. You are funny. How many combines have you done this year? I've done 30. I think I beat you on that. How do you think Top Step team feels? Andre looks like he is struggling sometimes. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. It's like going up in front of a firing squad. For what it's worth, I found your channel because of your appearances on Top Step. Thank you there, Long Game. They let that lady chat it up the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess, different rules for different people. It's because they're using your energy. You carried them over the hump, and now they don't need you, but you're our founder. I mean, I don't think so. I'm the one who went to them, and I said, I want to reduce my time. It's not the other way around. They want me to be there as much as I have been, and I literally had the discussion where I said, it's too much. It's killing me. It's way too much. It's way too much time I'm spending on there, and it's killing me. You're the reason why I watch Top Step TV. Rips, come back soon. I'm not leaving. I'm still going to be there. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm not making this clear. I'm going to be there. I'm just lowering the amount of appearances. I was on, 6-8 hours a week, sometimes more. So it's a lot. It's a lot. I have a feeling Danny trades in blah, blah, blah. Do you get paid always promoting Top Step X? Nope. I mean, I get paid if you click on my link. That's why I say if you are enjoying the stream, 2 ways to show it. You hit the like button, which is right down there, and then you click that link where it says start trading futures today with Top Step. You click that link, even if you don't purchase, it still helps me out. It's a shame you can't give away, whoops, missed that chat. A lot of questions here. It's a shame you can't give away XFAs because then whoever won would magically be able to trade. I see where you're going with that. All right, 2 minutes here until the open. Let's get focused here. Let's get focused. When is Rips leaving Top Step? I'm not. Oh, goodness. I am not. Wow, look at this big old perk. This is crazy town. 2 minutes till the open here. Rips would be a pre-K. I'm with you on that, Bob Sacamano. I'm with you on that one. 100%. I'm locked in with you there. Yeah, this is an insane push. See if we get any kind of pullback here off the open. Good luck, everybody. We are inside 90 seconds now. 90 seconds till the market opens. Good luck, good luck. Hope all your dreams come true today. This thing is on the juice. Going all the way up to our 72 level here. On the juice. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute until the party starts. Microsoft is on the juice right now. So is Amazon. Will Nvidia catch the ride as well? TBD. Let's see. So 72 is our big key level here. If we break and retest, would look for longs. If we reject, looking for shorts. And markets are open in 30 seconds here, but we are still gassing. So we tapped, what was the high? Did we hit it? 71 3/4. So we tapped into the Clubhouse level, slight pullback here. See how heavy this pullback is. We are 10 seconds away from the market open here in 10 seconds. Markets are open. Good luck, everybody. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. What a flush. Oof. This is giving me a whiplash just looking at it. Heavy sellers, but heavy buyers. This is big tug of war happening right now. Can they knock out these longs? I'm gonna try a long here. Microsoft rejected off the VWAP there, which is strong. But let's see if all these longs want to get paid. My stop's at 45. Watching here. Coming down ever so slightly. Adding into that. Seeing if we hold these 55s now. Big liquidity there, heading into those 50s. Slight little pullback. Coming down right to that 50 level. Do we have enough sell side to break through? Looks like we may. And almost stopped out. Stopped out there. So taking a loss to start us off there. We are now up $747. So giving back a little bit. We're copping across 3 accounts here. So a little bit of a give back on that trade. Looks like we got stopped out at the bottom tick for the time being. Would like to see this kind of consolidate on these lows. Microsoft coming straight down, which is driving this alongside NVIDIA here. If we do break below 34, this could get pretty speedy to the downside. I mean, we are starting to see that here. A lot of these longs are getting liquidated. So watching here right around 34. A little bit of stack up at this 34. Looking for continuation if we do break below 34. It is slowing down a little bit though. NVIDIA is gassing to the downside here. See if we can try to flip. Microsoft looking very weak too here. Goodness. So through 34 and we start to get aggressive. Targeting 18s if we can see that. Watching back here at the 40s. Trying this aggression through 34. This is the area where we would expect to either see a large bounce or continuation through 34 here. I'm banking on this being continuation through 34. Through 30s, nice dunk. I want to see this all the way down to 18. Nice pull down here. Some interception there at the 20s. I don't exactly like to see that. Showing a little bit of weakness here. Adding into that huge weakness right there. Well, let me see this break through the 20s now. That's a huge amount of sellers stepping in there. I got to cover that. They're not breaking 20s yet. Running into the same issue that we've had this whole week. The moment we put out a cover, it like is just right through our cover and dashing and going. Well, let's see if we can try to get this back in the positive here. The moves in this NAS have been incredibly exaggerated here. See if we can get this. There we go. Got the cover. There we go. Beautiful. There's our 18 target. I might just have to start using market orders because this is just, I'm covering right there out of market order. It's just so ridiculous trying to chase this price around. I can't wait for my hotkey tool to be done. I'm so excited for that. Let me tell you that because I can automatically chase my orders. Chart trader is not not great for momentum trading. Oh, it's very frustrating to use for momentum trading, I'll tell you that. And we came right down to the VWAP there, 18, and then we covered there. Alrighty, so we were up $747. Now we are up $3,600. So great trade to the downside there. If you caught anything similar, let me know in chat. Let me know if you caught anything similar there. Pat caught it. Nice. Very, very nice. NVIDIA was really the tell there, going straight down. Wow, W on Dow. Let's see Dow. Let's go over to the YM over here. Wow, this is coming lower. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's see if we get back up to 18 and all. There's so much liquidity down here that I could see this bouncing pretty heavily. We are starting to slow down. I'm probably better to be hands off, to be honest with you. Even though NVIDIA is just fading like crazy. Google's giving it up. Yeah, we're melting through that liquidity. Did not see that coming. Melting through this liquidity like it's nothing. Hot knife through butter. My goodness. Yeah, if you're still holding this, wowzers. Just melting through that liquidity there. All gas to the downside. Wow, through 500. Jeez Louise, this thing is going. Looking for any kind of bounce to stop this melt. Yeah, there's your bounce. Okay, back up to 500. Yeah, there's still somebody's front running 500s there. Interesting. Watching here. Our stop's right at 510. We do have room up towards 507. Adding a second lot here. Seeing if we can get this continuation in this speed below 500. If they want to bid 500s, we're just going to get knocked out. Bidding 505s. Third lot short, looking for 500s to break. There's the break of 500s. Very, very nice. Let's see if 495s give out here. Adding right there. Watching for this to duck down. Covered two. Moving my stop. See if we can let these two fade below 90s. Not super confident, but yeah, stopped out there. So adding a little bit more to our total here. We're up $4,200. Again, we're trading tops up combines today, this morning, folks. This is not XFAs. Not XFAs. Bouncing back up to those 500s. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to get kind of consolidating down here. So I want to be hands off. Let's see what you folks did over on the YM here. Holy smokes. Wow. The freaking Dow is nuts today. Look at this. Who's trading the Dow? Yeah, I'm trading 3 combines there, Sakamoto. We're on three lovely combines. This is what we're on over here. 3 combines. There you go. Yeah, Dow went straight up. Moon missile. Wanted to hold, but learning to be less greedy. Yeah, I mean, it was tricky, though. I mean, I didn't expect that. I saw a bunch of liquidity, and it would just dive bomb for it. It's been a while since we've seen that, right? It's been a while since we've seen that liquidity showing up, and that's why I didn't think that we were actually going to dive bomb for it like that. I mean, that was an incredible move to the downside there. Both Dow and Russell are up. NQ and ES are down. Maybe sector rotation. 100%. Good looking out there, Astro Nerd. 100%. Agree with you. Wow, still going down here. I guess we have room all the way down to 469. We're still not holding above 500s, and they still are finding sellers. Microsoft still fading. Meta fading heavily too. Meta selling off like crazy. Remember, they just paid out their dividends, so maybe you have a lot of people rotating out of Meta. They wanted to get their dividend and then they dip. The old dividend and dip strategy. First time ever paying out a 50-cent dividend. Imagine that, 50 cents a share. Isn't that nuts? Hold 1 million shares of that, get 500K dividend. Yeah, the divvy and dip strategy. Come on, Matic, you know that one. The old divvy and dip. 500s are not being bought. I'm going to try another short here. They're still not buying these 500s. So trying another short. Looking for a break of hourly low. Yeah, I mean, this is just like sliding right now. See if they sell 490s here. And they're buying 490s for the time being. Selling 95s. Yeah, they're selling 95s. I'm going to add to that. They're selling 95s. Big buyer at 90 though. Can we get through that? Let's see. Watching. We should be able to sell 90s. I mean, this player's still selling 95s like this. I would assume that we could sell these 90s. Dow is up 300 points, by the way, if you're curious. And volume's kind of declining here too. See if they want to sell 500s here. Somebody's selling it. Selling 95s again. They're selling 95s again. Looking for 90s to sell now. Sellers are getting exhausted though. That's a little bit troublesome. There we go. Through 90s. There we go. Flush it. Flush me 85. Come on. Oh, sellers are getting a little exhausted down here. I do not like that actually. They're getting a little bit exhausted right there. We had that test below 90 and they were just looking a little bit exhausted. A little bit worn out. That might be the end of the selling temporarily. Let's see. Adding right there. Break a 95 again. Watching. And they're buying 95s now. Yeah, might be a little bit off on my timing here. Watching. Big ruling against Coinbase right now. Might have a little give back here. See if they're selling 505s. Watching here. Big pool of liquidity resting right above 505 that I think we will tag. Adding right here. Adding again. Looking for a break of 500 here. Watching. Volume's drying up, so I have to look for an exit door here. Seeing if we get this snap through 495 now. Got to cover 3. Yeah, 495 big buyer now. Not liking that. Okay, there we go. We got that fade covering 2. Bitcoin dropping like a rock here, by the way. I'm watching Bookmap, Nico. I'm staring at Bookmap right now. Good question, too. I don't think anybody's ever asked that one before. But yeah, I'm locked in, staring at Bookmap right now. Time and sales, watching the bubbles. Seeing how big these prints are. Watching the liquidity, the push and pull. Trying to time this right. This is a market that I can trade because we're getting a little bit more liquidity. It's not as thin. We're not getting wild whips in either direction. We're actually getting received liquidity. So 95s are weak again. There's a 90 flush. Now continuation. There it is. Okay. So this is one that we can try to hold all the way down to the 70s. I can add on a perk to 95 if it's weak. Oh, big buyer. Wow. Okay. Now so this is where we're going to probably consolidate now because we're having sort of an agreement in price. We get these flushes and then we get big buyers stepping in. So we're having basically equal weight to either side. If they do sell 95s, I could find a cheeky ad here for a break to 85. So a little 10 handle flip. There's your quarter of the hour algorithms, 15 minutes till the next newsprint. I'm covering right there. All right, so what were we at? We were at 41, maybe a little loss. Oh, there we go, $300. Sweet. So there we go. There's our trades so far for this morning. If you're having a good time here, go ahead and smash that lucky like button. Did we get to 1,000 likes? Let's see. If we got to 1,000 likes, we do a giveaway, but we only got to 829. So we'll stick around for another little bit here. We did scalp the bottom end of that range for another couple bucks, trying to stay locked in. Just reading the price action. Hey, how are you copying across 3 accounts on NinjaTrader? I use Replicanto. Here's a link to it right here. It's the one that I trust. Can you like it in the Discord? No. But I'm going to be trading for you folks exclusively in Discord here in a little bit. We're going to boogie out of YouTube here since we're not getting the likes, and then we're just going to continue trading in Discord here. Rips, I see the bottom here of my channel since yesterday. Yeah, it's looking like it. Definitely looking like it. I'm not strong enough to take this long out of this because I still think that, I don't know if I trust this bounce. By the way, Apple finally finding some strength today. Just tap the order block down there. There you go. What a strategy it's been, right? The 15-minute. 23 up on my PAs, but struggling to read this price action. You're okay, P. Discord link is right here. Copier works with Top Step. It works with NinjaTrader for sure. Name of the indicator that follows a high and low price in NinjaTrader. It's a custom indicator, Robert. I had it created for me, but I'm sure there's free ones out there. What was the question I missed up here? 51,000 volume in the opening 15-minute candle. Wow, no kidding, right, Lewis? Sorry for any of the questions I missed today, folks. Was really locked in on trading that there. And again, I'm trading this exactly how I'd be trading on my XFAs. Exactly identical of how I'd be trading on my XFAs because I want to get the practice in before we're moving over. If I was on Top Step TV right now, I cannot, there's no way I'd be able to trade that like that. Not a freaking chance. And that's one of the reasons why I want to continue, trading, exclusively in the Discord. I was short, so I covered. Nice work there, Pat. Had my limit ordering closer to the MC level. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we didn't go down to 469 yet doesn't mean that we won't, right? What do you use to enter and exit so fast? Chart Trader. I'm using Chart Trader on NinjaTrader. I'm light years away from the buy. It's okay. It's one day. It's one trading day. Do you need to be a Clubhouse member to be in Discord? Yeah. I mean, check it out for 7 days. See if you like it. CL candles on the 15-minute look terrible. Let's have a look. Let's go look at crude. New contract, right? We're in the Junesies. Aren't we? Are we not? Wait. Are we in June or July? What here we go again. Brain's not working. Are we in the Junes? May? I thought we rolled. Aren't we Junes? Or is it next week? Next week we roll? Why am I all over the place? Maybe next week we roll. I don't know. I'm all over the place this morning. Yeah, I know NASDAQ we're in June. I thought we rolled in June next week in crude. Oh, gold rolled. Good golly. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah. Good old Rips, the moron this morning. Look at this, though. Thank you for calling that out. Who called that out? Pat. Yeah, gold rolled. That's what it was. Thank you. Losing my mind over here. So yeah, very negative court ruling for Coinbase that came out. I was in the midst of trading NQ when it was happening. I'm looking for the report on that right now. Okay, so the SEC has sufficiently pleaded that Coinbase operates as an exchange, as a broker, and as a clearing agency under the federal securities laws, and through its staking program engages in the unregistered offer and sale of securities. Wow. That is some news. Somebody wanted to crash some crypto this morning. How's Bitcoin doing right now? Is it still rolling? Yikes. Well, let's look at Coinbase, shall we? Oof. Wow, they're trading 277. I remember on IPO they were trading in the 400s. And didn't they open at like 5 something? I shorted the pants off of coin. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Judge dismisses the SEC claim that Coinbase acted as an unregistered broker. Wait, what? Hold on. Now they just dismissed it? Wait, what? What? Hold on. What? Is this real life? Okay, so a judge just dismissed that. What the heck? So buy Bitcoin. This is not a recommendation. What the heck? Is that real life? That was a 15-minute turnaround there. Holy crap, that's hilarious. Okay, well, judge dismissed it. There we go. So they turned Coinbase itself into a pump and dump. We have Coin live on the screen here. Let's go to the 1 minute so we can watch this. This is the SEC ruling, and this is the judge dismissing. No, Rips, the markets are not manipulated whatsoever. The judge was like this. He looks at his crypto portfolio. He's like, oh, me. Oh, I know. Dismissed. Good times. Oh, goodness. Imagine it was something close to that. NQ coming back down, by the way. And so's Coinbase. Wait, are they going to triple reverse the Uno here? We're going to reverse the reverse. Look at Naz here. This is the 1 minute. That's why. Like, what? There we go. Judge got the text that his order filled and dismissed it. This is wild price action. You know, this is what I missed for the whole week. I'm imagining now tomorrow's actually going to have some juice, some meat on the bone. Just passed another 3 150K combines on that YM push up this morning. Will you ever consider trading the YM or at least analyzing it for MC? Yes, JB, I will. And congratulations on passing. Give it up for JB. Judge sold all of his crypto on the pop and then made the third ruling. All right, just kidding. It's not dismissed anymore. Like, what the heck is going on? I'm waiting for new news to hit the wire. This is coming right back down by you. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. Can you swing trade with Top Step? You cannot. You have to have all trades closed by 5 p.m. Or, sorry, 4:10 p.m. Wow, what a short this is now in the NQ. So, fake pump on Coinbase. The next Bitcoin halving event is currently expected to occur around April 19th through the 21st, so right in time for 420. By the way, if you were curious, when the Bitcoin halving event is, it still refuses to go down to 469 3/4 here, by the way. Why I'm nothing but straight up? Is Amazon pumping it or something? I mean, Amazon went straight down, so here's Amazon's chart on the day. Straight down. I mean, low, low, low. Flow right of the low. Like super low. Shouty got low indeed. But look at the YM here. Yeah. Wowzers. 12,000 volume in that candle. Wow, we are coming down. So maybe it does want to tickle on our level here. It's coming down close to it. Anybody still in those shorts on NQ? Beautiful, beautiful trade if you are. Yeah, this is nuts. My net profits away from 420. Oh my gosh, good looking out there, Luna. It is. Wow, right through our level. Holy. I haven't seen selling this aggressive in a long time. This is, I think this is a lot to do with quarter end rebalance now. I'm convinced. The fact that we're just cutting through this liquidity like butter. Yeah, I missed my trade, but okay. It's okay. Still short ES, been in pain for like an hour. I hear you. All right, we're pumping back up to the level, 69.75. Popping back up above it. If we get to 1,000 likes, I'm going to do a giveaway here, folks. Where are we at? We are at 9:33. We got about 5 more minutes till the data comes out. Data is coming out soon here. Moody's also downgraded coin from stable to negative. They obviously knew something was coming. So at 10 a.m., we are going to see the U.S. revisions for the wholesale trades and inventories here. I'm just missing every solid entry on these moves today. Short from 18,600, looking for 18,300. Woo! Looking for the big drop. I love it. All right, let's try a short here for this break. Let's look for this break here. Trying to get a break of the 57 level to the downside here. Looking for a break. Looking for 50s to snap now. Heavy selling. NVIDIA is just off a cliff. NVIDIA should bounce at 900 though, so we have to be careful of that as well. I missed my ad. I was looking for it there. Waiting for this. Come on, go up a little bit higher. I wanted that ad there. Seeing if we flush 55s now, right into those 50s. There we go. Boom, covered. Right into that 50. Beauty. Love that. So that added a little bit more ducats to our total here. We're at almost 5K on the morning here. Let's go. Yee. Good stuff. Where do I get my data or news from? From the Squawk. So you could try like Live Squawk. You could try Financial Juice, News Squawk, Benzinga. There's a lot of different squawks you can use. Just find one with a trial and see if you like it. Wow, this is still going. This is insane. This is bonkers bananas. Are you trading a Fundella coconut now? Yes, I am. Slow market said we could hit 18,350. I could see it. I mean, there's a lot of selling pressure here. A lot of unwind. I guess people, they got their divvy and they're bouncing in Meta. That's what I'm seeing over there. And NVIDIA, they're just, they got their profits for the Q1 and then they said, sayonara, we don't care about your new AI chips there. Nice work there, Carl. Way to go. Walter Bloomberg on Discord is one of my favorites for news. There you go. Congratulations to anybody caught this short here. Yeah, how about that 572 level? How about that one, huh? My goodness. Quick little run there, and then everybody said, good night. Good night. I was looking for continuation originally, and then we flipped short. So a little give back there on the open, then. Good night, sweet prince. Closed down 150K, up 1,200. Can't much more, not worth the risk. Nice work there, Big G. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice job today, Big G. How fun is this market? I mean, this is generally how it works. You have days of lulls, and then a day like today just catches you by surprise. This is why you always got to face the markets with anything can happen. Price action can start to come into the markets when you least expect it. I did not expect it today. I expected this price action to come tomorrow, but that's okay. We still traded it to our best ability. We still pulled $5,000 from the market, although it's in combines. Those combines will be passed. These combines are, $2,000 from passing right now. So technically I could pass them today. We're in a bullish order block. Last few times we saw a reversal. Good looking out there. I see it. 15-minute order block. I'm guessing there. Vincent. Almost 70% long on tops of X. Crazy with this sell-off. Yeah, people aren't convinced. People want to be the contrarians here. We still are selling off here. I'm going to take another short here. Trying another short. There we go. Looking for this to break and fade here. We're still not finding any strength here, but if we broke through these 50s, by golly, it would be strong, wouldn't it? We have room down to, let's see, the low. Is that right? 39 quarters? Somebody's buying the pants off 50, but here's the top of the hour here. This is where we find out who's in control. Find out very quickly here. Adding for the break of 50s. Oh, goodness. They're testing this. They're testing this heavily here. They really want to test this now. Tickle, tickle. Do we have the sell side to get through? Oh, it looks like we may. And 45, going to cover one into that 45 pull. Wow, what a move. And covering that there. Wowzers, what a nice little scalp there to the downside. Looking heavy. So we were at 4,900. We're up 5,800 now. Just booting and scooting around here. That was a nice little dive below those 50s. Nice little scalp here. All right, folks. Well, let's see. We got to 965 likes. I would have loved to do a giveaway for a free Top Step Combine, but hey, when you don't want it, you don't want it. What can I do? I can only try to lead the horse to water, but I cannot force it to drink. Folks in Discord, don't go anywhere. We're going to keep on trading in the Discord. Folks on YouTube, I will see you bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. Take care. Love you long time, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Good luck today.